Starts off with cause and effect, physics of INVEGA sustenance of the human body, obesity and how it harms the human body, and the problem in North America that obesity causes, and how our universities and higher state for higher learning promotes health and fitness to all walks of people.
Come on in, I'm just going to do your weigh-in.
Okay.
Okay.
Gunther Hertz has been battling mental illness, including bipolar disorder, for more than 2 decades. Therapy, antidepressants, and antipsychotic drugs brought him back from incredibly dark places. But many of them had side effects, including weight gain.
Okay, so 363.4.
He says doctors brushed off his weight concerns, leading Hertz to quietly risk his mental stability.
I would go off the medication just because I felt if I went off, I could go back for my weight and how I looked at myself.
Experts say 25% of psychiatric patients gain weight on their medications. Studies suggest antidepressants can lead to an average weight gain of 1 to 3 pounds per month of treatment.
And yet it's not really something that's taken as seriously as, I feel and I know patients feel it should be.
Leading experts say patients need coordinated care. People with mental illness die up to 15 years earlier than those without psychiatric issues. And it has less to do with suicide and more to do with heart disease and diabetes, which are impacted by weight gain.
It's almost as if patients have to choose between which chronic illness that they're prepared to accept. And I think that that's a really difficult situation to put patients in.
Doctors may not talk about weight because there are no easy answers, but experts insist just having the conversation can help patients mentally prepare for the changes ahead.
Making them aware of what's the evidence in terms of best treatments available, what are the risks in terms of weight gain, and having them also consider other side effects as well, and then having an informed choice about what might match for them.
The calories are within good range. I see that you've made some positive changes.
With help from a dietitian and counselor, Hertz has lost 30 pounds, 100 still to go, and he's not taking any more risks.
The weight's secondary, but the meds, I need to have them.
Mentally ready for the next fight of his life. Christine Birak, CBC News, St. Catharines, Ontario.
Too many calories and a drop in metabolic rate can be a lethal combination. Fat is much more than an extra inch on our waistline. It spreads throughout the entire body. For the first time, a high-definition endoscope inserted through the navel reveals the full extent of fat cover inside the abdomen. The intestines are smothered in yellow fat deposits. Fat finds its way into almost every available space of our bodies, even inside our blood vessels. Deposits build up on the inner walls, narrowing the tube. The heart has to work harder to pump blood through the restricted vessels. In extreme cases, fat can block the vessels completely. If fat blocks the arteries that supply the heart, the result can be fatal. The heart muscles are deprived of oxygen and nutrients. The muscle risks going into spasm, a heart attack. Heart disease is the biggest killer in the Western world.
Hi, I am A. A isn't fat. Let me tell you right off the bat, these days fat is not where it's at. But how can I go from fatness to fitness? Watch me right here. You be my witness. And get up and get moving. It's time for action. Start walking. That's a step in the right direction. Take one extra step. From walking to hiking, one more step gets you right up to biking. Soon the shape you're in will be more to your liking. You'll feel like a hero, a cowboy, a Viking. You may never become a champion swimmer, but a few laps a day can make you slimmer and trimmer. play ball games and all games like soccer and tennis, and suddenly your weight is no longer a menace. Soon you're smooth and lean like a fox, all hustle and muscle, just like an ox. Yes, little by little, you're fit as a fiddle. Now I am the I wanted to be. And getting into fitness has done it for me. Woo-hoo!
Canadians are into fitness now.
What we're striving to do is to create a balanced and excellent experience for our students while they're on campus, as well as to create an environment where people who are working here as faculty or staff also feel that they can enjoy themselves and live healthy lifestyles beyond the offices in which they work or the classrooms in which they teach.
The university asked us to create a place that showcases recreation as a healthy lifestyle. So this building is situated to introduce people to the campus and to introduce people to the values of the university in a really exciting way, and to create a vibrant space that does that was really so important to us.
To live true to our ambition of being a place that draws people into this campus and into this community, it was essential that we build it and build it now. I'm especially excited for the students to see how they engage with this facility, and I'm excited for our faculty members to see how they use this facility as a point of stimulation for research into health and wellness.
It is a great day when you can actually walk in the building and see other people enjoying this space.
You know, it's important for the university community to embrace the fact that being healthy and being active is fun, and it's beautiful and it's inspiring, and we just need to look at this building as, I think, it's iconic in that sense that it's uplifting and inspiring.
This has so many ripple effects, and I can truly see the benefits even in a couple weeks, and I can't wait to see them over the next 10 years.
Graduate students are working really hard to complete their research. They're often a little bit isolated, working in their departments, really focused on their work, and so having a space on campus in which they can connect with other people and students, and also have a bit of time to de-stress from their work through physical activity is a huge benefit.
It's beautiful and a lot of variety here for stuff to pick from.
I love the environment. It's exciting, it's dynamic. There's all of the equipment's dispersed everywhere, and I really like the natural lighting.
Coming here was just like such a grand experience, and with all the new equipment that we have, it's just so much fun to come in each day and get to try new things.
This place is amazing. There's so much more equipment. It's even bigger, it's nicer. I like the view outside. It's pretty great.
The fitness side of the forces is a huge benefit. I feel better, I look better, I'm more motivated in my daily tasks. Been a benefit all the way around.
Physical fitness is imperative to your job. That's why each year you take the Force Evaluation to determine your level of operational fitness as outlined within the Universality of Service. The Force Evaluation tells you whether you're physically fit to do standard military tasks, but it doesn't give you an accurate picture of your overall physical fitness. That's why we've introduced the Force Fitness Profile, to give you a valuable, accurate tool to maximize your overall physical fitness. There are no career implications related to your profile. Your score on the Force Evaluation remains the only physical employment standard for serving in the Canadian Armed Forces. So, how does the Force Fitness Profile work? After you complete your Force Evaluation at your best effort, as quickly and safely as possible, without compromising technique, your times on each of the 4 test components will be converted to a points scale, which takes into account age and gender. The second score in the profile represents your health-related physical fitness. This score comes from a combination of your Force Evaluation results, as well as a measurement of your waist circumference. These 2 elements will give you a sense of your overall fitness, which ranges from amber, operationally fit but physically unfit, to yellow, operationally fit and marginally physically fit, to green, both operationally and physically fit. Your score will tell you where your fitness ranks in comparison with other military members of the same age and gender. You'll receive an immediate post-evaluation debrief on your results from a PSP fitness professional who will provide a tailored fitness prescription and direct you to services, tools, and resources that can help you take your fitness to the next level. If you perform better than average on your Force Fitness profile, you may achieve the bronze, silver, gold, or platinum levels. These exceptional scores will qualify you for the incentive program. There will be individual and group rewards to recognize excellent results. To find out more about the Force Fitness profile, contact your local PSP team or visit cfmws.com/force program.
Being a member of the Canadian Forces requires dedication and perseverance. In order to apply, you must first meet a few basic requirements. To join the regular force, you must be a Canadian citizen. You must be 18 years old or 17 with parental consent. You must also have completed grade 10 or secondaire 4 in Quebec. Full-time students can join the reserves at 16. The minimum contract length for the regular force is usually 3 years, but contracts are longer for paid education programs. Part-time employment in the reserves does not have such obligations. There are also minimum medical standards and general appearance regulations to follow. Knowing these ahead of time will help when you make your decision to apply. If you decide a career with the Canadian Forces is right for you, there will be 6 steps to your application process. Step 1 is to submit your application. The process is the same for full and part-time positions. You will first create a secure account to fill out the application form and submit it electronically. You will then need to mail in photocopies of your birth certificate, a piece of government-issued photo ID, transcripts from your highest level of education, proof of trade qualifications or professional licenses, and any additional forms required for the specific job or program you selected. Step 2 is to fill out reliability screening forms. This ensures that you are trustworthy with sensitive information and equipment. The Canadian Forces will verify all the information you submit, so be completely honest when filling out the required forms. You will also need to provide personal references who are not family members. You must then disclose any legal obligations, such as parole, or how you plan to repay any significant personal debts. You may also need to provide your fingerprints for a criminal record check. If you have ever lived outside of Canada or have an immediate family member who lives outside Canada, you will have to complete an additional questionnaire. When this clearance pre-assessment is required, it can take between 6 to 18 months to compile the necessary documents from security forces in other countries. Step 3 is an aptitude test to determine which military occupations are the best fit for you. Preparation is key, so make sure to download the practice test at forces.ca to get a sense of the questions, format, and time restrictions. Rewriting the test is only allowed in certain conditions, so make sure you are healthy, well-rested, on time, and careful with your answers. Step 4 is a 2-part medical exam. First, there is a questionnaire on your medical history. You will need to provide specific information about your medications. Then the medical staff will conduct a physical exam to measure your height and weight and evaluate your vision, color perception, and hearing. The second part is the medical file review to determine any limitations that will affect your training and career. Part-time employment in the reserves also requires that you pass a fitness test. You may be asked to submit additional reports from your doctors, which are your responsibility to secure. The application process will take longer if the Canadian Forces medical staff requires official letters from specialists on your behalf. Step 5 is an interview with a military career counselor. It is your official job interview and a very important step. The application process is very competitive. You will be asked questions about your work history, knowledge of the Canadian Forces, and understanding of the job you selected. Do your research by reading about life as a military member at forces.ca and do a lot of personal reflection on what you want from the forces. Remember that every career in the Canadian Forces, including part-time employment, requires you to be combat ready. The sixth and final step of your application is enrollment. If the Canadian Forces offer you a job, you will have 10 days to make your decision. If you accept, you will receive joining instructions to explain the next phase, including an enrollment ceremony and basic training. This is when your true commitment begins. To learn more about the Canadian Forces application process, click Apply Now on forces.ca.
Personal best is all one can do. Your body can only move so quick and work so hard. These are pictures of time from grade 8 to grade 12 of sports events that I did for Vanier and Cedar Hill. And my main one was cross country and track and field every year. 7 laps around the track or 3 kilometers. Cougars, 1 year. Trained for a year, had to quit because I had to go out to work for Penticton. 1994, after working out for 2 years. 1994 again, my mother took this picture. 1994 again, my brother took this picture. 1995, 96, my girlfriend took this picture in Saskatoon. 2008, first webcam, took a picture in front of the flag. 2005 mile, 519. 2006 or 2005, same thing. Newspaper clipping. After about 5 years of working out at the Lewis Center, CRA, Courtenay, British Columbia, INVEGA side effects. 2016, 2017, 1 month ago. Get this fat off my body, the assault to my body gave me my testosterone level back. Personal fitness of the past when I got my webcam, of doing push-ups and pull-ups, and that's why they're there. Preparing for a military standard test to enter the military, as was my training in cross-country and track and field to stay lean and fit to do push-ups and sit-ups during my training sessions as well. And they did introduce weight training in high school with Mr. Rodriguez.
Good day, this is Friday, it's the 14th. Comox Valley record. There's my old chin-up bar from the video that was outside on the deck. Here's one that was left outside. Iron grip, gonna give it to Brian. I'm gonna show you how weak I am compared to the ones I used to do. I can't even do 10 push-ups. We'll do this one. I'm trying to pull myself. I can't even do it. I can't even lift myself. I don't know what to say. I'm physically unfit, unable to do anything. And here, hopefully we can do some push-ups too. Get it high enough. Maybe we'll have to cut it out, we'll see. That's all I can do. 2 weeks. You should be able to do 50 non-stop and do at least 13 to 15 pull-ups. The other videos, hopefully I'll put it on there, or else check the exclamation mark and you'll see the other ones from the past. Can't handle it. You look down and you see a pointy piece like this. It's all fat, like this, of gynomasculine caused by INVEGA, SUSTENNA, an assault from the government, and the doctors knowing what the fuck they were doing. Manslaughter. I can't handle life. It's nudity in public. You can't take off your top and have breasts as a male. It looks disgusting. Can't handle it. Over $50,000 plus to get removed properly. I heard 10 to 20, but I heard way more because you have to go there and get it done. Plus the obesity of a belly. It's not as bad as some people like Andrew's, but it's pathetic that a doctor thinks it's that funny and laughs at you that have fun taking out the fat, Kevin Weeder said as I was leaving for my last visit. Discrimination, ignorance, human rights, laws, and ethics violations from the Government of Canada / Doctors Association of, what do they call it? Surgeons and doctors.
Hey, Ross Jason Bohmlai. Let's talk about men's health issues. It's the 12th, the 10th of 2015, bottom corner. Well, men's health issues. We talk about prostate cancer in the news of Canada, but we never talk about low testosterone, why people get impotent, low sperm count, and infertilization and stuff like that because they don't have enough testosterone in the body. My implication is they give us needles from birth, which stop the production of hormones in the male body. That's why males have more learning disabilities than a female and mature quicker than a male. Adolescence doesn't kick into puberty around the age of 12 when testosterone kicks into the body. So a little boy such as Harriet, who thinks he's a transgender girl, doesn't realize he doesn't have testosterone in his body. And hey, maybe that's the reason why somebody's gay as well. Who knows? But they had testosterone therapy for gay people all the way up into the 80s to see if it would change their hormone imbalancement because that's what they figured. Testosterone would make them more into a man. Period. Bodybuilders started using it. In World War II, women started using it, turning into men. There's documentaries on people as well. Germans experiment, and it's a World War II cow to the world Frankenstein experiment. Frankenstein experiment is no different than taking a heart out of one person and putting it into another person, altering a human body into what you want as well. Good. That's a good experiment. Because why? It saves lives sometimes, like removing kidneys and whatnot. Let's talk about bodybuilding. Who cares if they take hormones and get big? It's their lifestyle choices. I like bodybuilding. I always wanted muscles on me. I worked out for 20 years. I never got any muscles because I don't have enough hormones, and I never ate enough either because you have to work out like a hot damn and eat a ton of food to get big. Ask Rick Piana. He'll tell you the same thing. If it's hormones that make you big, it makes you big. If you don't have testosterone in your body, like somebody who had a vasectomy, well, you get fat and ugly, lazy as well, and depressed. It's all in there. Look up low testosterone on this site, and you'll find out lots of stuff
on men's health issues, on low testosterone. Starts in your 20s sometimes. Sometimes people don't hit puberty till they're 20 years old. Period. Who knows? Signs of puberty, deepened voice, hair, and all kinds of stuff like that. They say if you don't have testosterone in your body, you don't sleep properly, you don't eat properly, and, well, you don't live an adequate lifestyle at all. People turning off your hormones throughout life, such as booster shot, and stopping you from developing properly, is an act against humanity. Because why? They're killing the male species off. So, 1, they can't produce children. 2, they can't live life adequately. And it's AIDS-like. You can't defend yourself against bacteria and hormones because you don't have anything for your antibodies to fight back. And you cannot produce blood in your body because you don't have enough testosterone in your body. Supposedly, it creates blood in your body. Period. Read all about it. Google it. Look it up. It's on Wikipedia. Have a good day. Stuff they don't talk about at all. Period. Oh yeah, they give testosterone shots to women who have a type of cancer as well. Only time they give testosterone to a woman, other than some professional bodybuilders who are women or athletes, take it as well. Proven fact. Steroids, hormones, testosterone, all the same thing, just under different names. It's not a crime, it's an act against humanity and discrimination if you want to, by your right, freedom, and belief, to go to a store and buy it yourself. If they let transgenders be formed, women turn into men by taking testosterone, or man taking estrogen for 3 to 4 years to change into a woman, looking like, and then coming off their hormones and changing back, well, they have to let bodybuilders have testosterone because that's their belief, that's their thought, and that's their religion. Because why? That's what they preach. Fitness. They enjoy working out. Period. No difference in studying the law, medical books, or whatnot. It's a religion as well that you preach and practice every day. You all have a good day. This is Ross Jason Bowen signing off for today. Boy, my dad thinks I'm always on steroids, and he's a retard for thinking everybody's on steroids and has a bad attitude. He has an attitude, aggressive thing, and he's discriminating to his children. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of his assault on me too, and the rest of my family. It sucks having abusive families, and there's no protection for it either. Have a good day.
Basically, what we're studying in these, what we're interrogating in these studies is DNA methylation, which is one mark by which the genome is regulated. And the regulation, one can think about very analogous to a light dimmer switch, in that basically every single gene in the human body, of which we have 25,000 in each cell, can be basically turned on or turned off, either fully or anywhere in between. So the way we like to think about it is that any given gene can have its activity regulated like a light dimmer, and that is in part done by the DNA methylation that basically sets that dimmer. And the really curious thing about the DNA methylation is that once it's being put on a gene, it can stay there for a long time, and hence it can basically persistently regulate that dimmer switch across potentially even the lifespan of a human being.
Your doctor may recommend testosterone replacement therapy if the level of testosterone in your bloodstream is significantly lower than normal. Testosterone is a male hormone, also called an androgen, which is produced in your testicles. Testosterone promotes the development of male sexual characteristics and supports masculine functions, such as sperm production and sexual desire. This hormone is also essential for maintaining bone density, red blood cell level, muscle mass, and a sense of well-being. Low levels of testosterone in your blood may result in a condition called androgen deficiency or hypogonadism, which may include increased body fat, reduced muscle size, and swollen breasts. If your testosterone level is low, you may experience reduced sex drive, erectile dysfunction, and low sperm count, leading to infertility. A deficiency in testosterone affects all parts of your body and may also cause loss of body hair, increased body fat, decreased muscle mass, diminished bone density, which can lead to osteoporosis, mild anemia, swollen or tender breasts, hot flashes, decreased energy, and depression. Testosterone replacement therapy is the administration of man-made testosterone to raise the level of this hormone in your blood back to normal and to relieve your symptoms. You can take testosterone therapy via an injection, patch, gel, or tablet. If you have injections, you will receive one every 2 to 3 weeks. The testosterone will be delivered into the muscle of your buttocks. If you use a testosterone skin patch, you will place a patch on your arm, back, abdomen, or upper buttocks. You will change the patch daily. If you use testosterone gel, you will apply it daily to the skin on your shoulder, upper arm, or abdomen. If you use buccal tablets, you will place 1 tablet on your gum line twice a day.
In men, symptoms of low testosterone are the following. Not just not waking up in the morning with an erection, not just having poor quality erections, not being able to sustain an erection long enough, or not having a strong enough erection to satisfy yourself or your partner. It also means not being able to build muscle. When you go to the gym and the guy next to you is 25 years old and hopefully not taking any big testosterone or growth hormone, and he's building a lot of muscle and you're not, well, that's low testosterone. You also need muscles and strength in order to protect your bones. Testosterone helps build muscle and support bones. Finally, let's look at depression, mood swings. The fact that as we get older, we watch our men in general become depressed, become couch potatoes, sit there sipping on the beer and getting beer bellies, and less communicative. Not that we thought men were very communicative to begin with, but as they get older, they become less communicative. That's testosterone as well. Testosterone is not just about having a man's voice or growing hair, or for that matter, losing hair as you get older. Testosterone is a hormone of well-being. Study after study has demonstrated that taking testosterone improves well-being, improves cardiac function, and it also is really important in quality of life, preventing frailty as we get older. There's no reason not to take testosterone.
Testosterone production. The hypothalamus releases gonadotropin-releasing hormone, or GnRH, in pulses every 60 to 90 minutes to stimulate the pulsatile release of luteinizing hormone, LH, from the pituitary gland into the bloodstream. LH binds the LH receptor on the Leydig cells of the testes. Binding initiates a cascade of events, which include the conversion of cholesterol, depicted as LDL here, to pregnenolone, followed by a series of reactions, which convert pregnenolone to testosterone. Testosterone, secreted by the testes, diffuses into the peripheral circulation to be carried to target tissues. In liver, muscle, and adipose tissue, testosterone binds directly to its androgen receptor, or AR, to exert its biological effect. In skin, hair, the prostate gland, and gonadal tissue, testosterone must be converted to dihydrotestosterone, or DHT, by 5-alpha reductase in order to bind the androgen receptor. In bone and brain, testosterone is converted by aromatization to estradiol, or E2, which binds the estrogen receptor, E2R, to carry out its effects.
And now we take a look into a kind of secret society. Baby boomers ready to do whatever it takes to stay young. Since 2006, prescriptions of testosterone have doubled since 2006, and they're expected to triple again in the next 5 years. ABC's Neil Karlinski tells us who is doing this and at what risk.
They are a mountain of aging boomers.
Got my mojo back.
I think every guy over 50 should be doing it.
Putting their younger, ambitious coworkers on notice. They plan to keep winning in the boardroom, in the bedroom, everywhere.
I mean, honestly, I like looking at myself in the mirror because I look frickin' awesome.
He says the secret is testosterone, which 57-year-old CEO Chris Running showed us as if it was no different than a glass of orange juice.
So that's it, twice a week? Yeah. You know, our generation is trying to stay as young as we can for as long as we can.
You can see it in those ads, appealing to the 70 million boomer men unwilling to fade quietly into old age.
You might have a treatable condition called low testosterone or low T.
A boost of testosterone, long the illegal drug of choice in sports, is being touted by some as a virtual fountain of youth and just a prescription away.
I've gone from a 38 waist, relaxed fit jean to a 34 slim fit jean, which I never in a million years thought I could get my one leg in one of them.
In the 3 years he's been taking T, Chris says he has transformed himself into a younger man. 2 hours more work per day, 30 pounds of fat gone, and muscles, bulging muscles, more impressive than anything he had in his 20s.
Do you notice the physical change too? I mean, he talks about 30 pounds and
Yes,
muscle.
absolutely. I mean, he looks great. He's in great shape.
We wondered, can it really be that simple? Dr. Karen Power says yes.
And I hear a lot of men come in and they talk about the young guys coming in and they feel the challenge.
Is that okay or is that cheating?
If your levels are low and I bring you back to a normal level or an optimal level, then aren't I just, leveling the playing field?
So what is normal for what age? The average 20-year-old's testosterone levels can reach as high as 1,080. But as you age, the levels drop without drugs. By age 60, the average high is only 720. So is it right to pump up testosterone to the levels of a much younger man, a level that in many cases more than doubles a man's testosterone? Not so fast, says Dr. Edmund Sabani, an expert in testosterone at the prestigious Cleveland Clinic. He's worried about the wave of boomer men using T to stay artificially young.
Right now, we don't have guidance in the medical research that suggests it's safe to stay at those levels.
And there are serious possible side effects of too much testosterone: blood clots, liver damage, and some doctors are concerned about its impact on prostate cancer. The New England Journal of Medicine warns that only about 2% of men over 40 should be getting any boost at all. Chris Running and the growing number of boomers just like him aren't worried.
The bottom line, I mean, you're sold.
I'm absolutely sold. I will never not do this.
Risky or not, he says slowing down so the next generation can move up is not an option. Neil Karlinski, ABC News, San Luis Obispo, California.